mode.
Yeah, I guess we're more or less caught up here. Now, I'm in the what's called the laundry pool in this town. And here I find Anju looking for a cafe here in the afternoon of the second day.
Very rainy second day.
Yeah, it always rains on the second day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Anju's really tore up about this, her fiance who just went missing. And I tried to get her to react to the mask, but no, she doesn't go for it.
Oh, wow.
What else can I do here? I can ring this bell. But who's that? Let's see what he's doing.
Someone else with a mask.
Hey, did his hair look familiar?
No, I don't think so.
Bluish hair? That looked like,
What the?
That kid had hair a lot like Cafe, didn't he? I think he did. Oh. Yeah, so that's interesting. Anju went looking for a cafe in the laundry pool. Over by the laundry pool, I found some kid. But there's a strong resemblance to Cafe. What could be going on there?
Oh, I don't know. It is a mystery.
Oh, yeah, and I gathered that fairy fragment, so now I can reconstitute the shrieking transvestite whore.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Can't believe they designed that into a fairy.
At least they give it a better camera angle than what they did in N64. N64 she was more like full profile. You could see her triangular boobs. It was really more scary than this. And then they run her reused.
What the heck?
Yeah, she's doing the standard fairy thing where she recharges your life.
Ah, yes, that's right.
And now I'm going to get another mask. This is a mask that...
which...
Yeah. So we can gather stray fairies a bit more easily. And like most masks in this game, it's just kind of terrifying to look at.
Yeah, no, with that mask, you would probably look like the transvestite whore.
Yeah. I'll go put it on so you can see exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, you'll scare the villagers, so do it at your own peril.
There it is. You got a better closer look? Yeah.
Ah. Ah.
Yeah, oddly enough, when you wear this, townspeople don't run from you in terror. I think that's how people would react.
Indeed.
Yeah, but that does help you find the stray fairies, so now I'm going to spend 15 minutes or so going back to Dungeon 1 and looking for fairies.
Right.
Oh, that right there is the first time you've seen me use the warping song.
Ah, yes. Wow. That's very fancy.
Yeah. And
Well, how many fairies do you need to get in the dungeon?
inside the dungeon, there are this dungeon has 15 stray fairies, and I already got a whole bunch just running through it the first time. You need to get all of them. Then after you get all of them, you need to find the hidden fairy shrine that's nearby, somewhere close to the dungeon. And there, I was just trying to go into the back entrance of the dungeon, but then I remembered that the back entrance doesn't actually lead into the dungeon. It just has that one back room. You can find the Deku Princess. So you get to see me use the warp spells more.
Yeah, because I do remember one that you did miss from the other videos.
Yeah, there was one. It was beneath the sort of the cross section and the platforms over the poison water.
Right.
Yeah, it's possible to get that now because I've defeated the boss and the water isn't poisonous anymore. And this is something that happens when you walk into the dungeon after you've killed the boss. It activates this thing right at the beginning of the dungeon. So if you want to, you can step into that and go straight to the boss fight.
So you can fight the witch doctor as many times as you like, for whatever strange reason.
Well, sometimes you have a good reason to do that. See, after you kill the boss, the world changes a bit and there are certain things you can do. Like, in the last clip I went to Deku Palace and I did that maze running game and I got the pig mask. You can't do any of that unless the boss is dead. When the 3 days reset, the boss isn't dead anymore. So sometimes it's necessary to go back and kill the boss again, and then get things done within a certain time span.
Yes. Yeah, it's completely different than most other Zelda games. I guess that's what gives Majora's Mask its charm, which people seem to either love or hate.
And now the fairy mask has started to sparkle. So there's at least... Yeah, it's scary, I know.
You'll scare all the monsters away. But that's actually a good thing here.
Now, as long as it's sparkling, it means there's a stray fairy somewhere in the room. I have to find out where it is.
No hints on your mini-map at all.
No. And the mask doesn't give you any specific clues. Just sparkles, and that's all you get. And I see on my map there's a treasure chest right over there, but it's not visible.
What's in that chest? Possibly more rupees or something else.
Actually, that chest will contain a stray fairy. And I remember from my first run through, there's a switch right over on that ledge. A very inconvenient spot. This is one time when the bunny hood is going to help me out. I'm sorry.
Inconvenient places for getting... I was just going to say that... Go ahead.
Oh, okay, I just wanted to apologize for the video. I had the settings set up so that clipping the edges off a widescreen clip. And this clip isn't widescreen, so it just has the edges cut off.
Oh, okay, so that's why. Well, that's fine.
Yeah,
I can still see the main part, so...
Yeah, that's just an error at my end. It's not your video client messing up or anything.
Alright.
Yep. Have you noticed all the video Let's Play threads cropping up lately?
Oh yeah, there's a ton, or even just like some LP threads that started off as just traditional ones, and then they just kind of started incorporating some videos like Cypher Guy's Zelda 2 one, along with all the other crazy stuff in there as well. That was a cool thread.
Yeah, all the sprite editing he did. It was a nice touch.
Ah yes, you had to get that switch with Deku Link. Ah, crafty.
Yeah. Yeah. Every dungeon has these stray fairies, so in every dungeon you'll be seeing all sorts of optional puzzles, but it won't always be clear that they're optional.
Just That actually reminds me of some of the dungeons in Twilight Princess too. Mostly for some of the chests. I like to collect them also.
Yeah.
Especially some are a nightmare to get.
I like to do that too, but it seems like I always have a full wallet, so I can't even pick up the chests. I just find it. And it
Well,
says,
once
"Oh,
you get the...
yeah, your wallet's full." Yeah. Yeah, you can get the magic armor though. Yeah. Magic armor can drain your rupees away. One of the few things it's good for.
Mm-hmm.
I had so much trouble in this room.
Yeah. There's a lot of yelling and drumming and other sound effects. I didn't notice those in the other video, so...
Yeah, in my other video I sort of made the recorded voices way too loud and the in-game audio too soft. I'm doing a different setup now where I record the game audio and the commentary separately. I can just do whatever I want with the volume levels afterwards. But yeah, when I got to this room, I ran up those stairs and I saw the cobwebs. And all I remembered about this dungeon was the really difficult puzzle where you had to shoot arrows through fire to set things on fire in a distance. Oh, and here...
Yeah, that does sound... It sounds a bit... Ooh!
Yeah. Those hidden beehives.
What the heck? Are there bees that come out after you and try to sting you and...
Yep. Yes, there is.
Well, just like in Link to the Past. Well, there was just... You bash into a tree and they all come swarming at you.
Yeah. Yeah, so when I got to this room in my first playthrough, I saw the cobwebs and I thought I needed to shoot an arrow at them to set them on fire. I completely forgot about the regular using the stick method. So I spent all that time running around trying to figure out what I could possibly do in this room besides set things on fire. This is another room with no stray fairies in it. So I'm just continuing with my basic strategy of moving through the dungeon in the normal way, looking for stray fairies as I go. Yeah, I screwed that up pretty badly. I almost got knocked off that platform. So,
yeah, technically Link seems to get beat up a lot.
Yeah, he's not really...
Or at least take a lot of abuse.
He's not much for fighting. So, you're Canadian, right?
That is indeed correct.
Now, I heard something about Canada that just shocked me and made me reconsider my whole opinion towards the country. I always thought
really?
I thought of Canada as like a fine, upstanding, very moral place by American standards. And then I learned
possibly
that in Canada, the age of consent is 14. Legal age of consent.
Yeah, it is actually. So I think like our current government in power, I think that they tried to pass legislation to raise it to 16 or something.
Well, yeah, 16 is a place it's about that age for most parts in the world. And America is kind of on the high end with its legal age of 18.
Yeah, apparently during, I think, around the date of Confederation in Canada, early on when Canada was formed, it was originally 12 years old. Then like a couple of decades later, they decided, oh, we'll raise it to 14. Yeah, it's probably just some aspect of a lot of these things get updated for a long time. Oh, and you fell in the water.
Yeah, Deku Link is not entirely useful. It just scares me when I remember that GoonCon is being held in Canada. And I just checked my total of fairies found there, and there's one left for me to find. It's in this room, so it's gotta be here somewhere. Now, this is actually a bit easy for me to find because I'm playing on a high-res computer screen. I've got tons of pixels to look at. But what you're looking at right now, this video quality is about what you see when you play it on the N64. It's on the screen right now. Do you notice? Notice that one thing off? Right over there.
I think so. Ah. Yet another bee nest goes down.
And that's all of them. And now I have to go find... Yeah, now I have to go find that hidden shrine. May prove to be difficult.
So what, it's tucked in like to a corner in an obscure place?
Yeah, it's near the dungeon, but it's not very obvious. Easy to overlook. Yeah, now the thing about dungeons is that they throw all these tough puzzles at you. It's pretty easy to run through all your 3 days just trying to get through this dungeon. You start those 3 days over, you walk back into the dungeon, you find out your progress has basically not happened. You still, like if you picked up the map and compass, you have those. If you've picked up keys, unlocked doors, that still happened. But certain puzzles have been undone, and just makes things really frustrating.
Are there any known bugs with this game that have those kinds of issues where certain puzzles get reset, but if you have certain keys that you've collected before you come back, you find you're kind of screwed?
No. It's your keys stay steady; they don't reset, and the doors you've unlocked stay unlocked. So that stuff stays where it should be. I think I actually broke Link's Awakening when I played that game. I figured out how to do this standing diagonal dash jump over some pits, and I unlocked some door I wasn't supposed to, I think, in some late dungeon. Found that either I couldn't figure out how to solve the puzzle the right way, or I'd actually broken it. Yeah, so in the clip right now...
like some...
see the moon peeking out at me?
Why, hello there. Oh, wow, that moon is kind of scary, actually.
It's even scarier when you just see half the face. So that's the hidden shrine over there. If I had ever glanced at my map, I might have noticed the exit on the southeast side and just found it that way. But we get to restore another great fairy now.
Okay. Let's see what other magic they give you, or something. Yeah, I meant... You again.
Oh, it's not even palette shifted. It's the same exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
It just calls herself the Fairy of Power instead of magic.
Well, now it's just purple in the background instead.
Mm-hmm. And this sword technique isn't all that great either. I might use it like twice in the game. Link is pretty excited about it.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Spin attack. It's not actually that useful in this game.
Well, charging up to the second level of spin is something you just... Maybe it's just the way I play, I don't do it very often. So that's about it for this clip. Basically all I did in this one is get those stray fairies. So thanks for commenting, Krakhan.
No problem. It was fun.
Yeah, maybe we'll do this again sometime. So